What up, everyone? Have a 1993's Topps Stadium Club Series 1. Big thing in this box is Michael Jordan Beam Team. It's Series 1, so no rookies. Sealed. 24 packs. And then you also get, basically get one Beam Team per box, and then you get one first day issue. Most people don't realize how rare the first day issues are. The boxes have gone up quite a bit in price. I bought this probably 6 months ago for around 80 bucks. It's my first time opening Series 1. I've opened Series 2 before. These cards can have a habit of sticking together. What else would be in this box? That's about all I know. There we go. There we go. Ta-da. 24 packs. I typically chill them down. It seems to help a little bit. I used to put them in the freezer, now I just put them in the fridge. Alright, so I typically cut the ends on the end. I find that helps open them. So I do submit cards to PSA. So I try to, they're really strict about corners. David Robinson right out the gate. Yeah, these are kind of brick. You can see how they're doing that. Not too bad though. So I'm probably just gonna have to show you guys the highlights. Because when it's like this and you have to flip, it takes forever to open a box. Let's do a pack together. Bonds. And I'm not the best at editing these videos. I tried that for a while and it just still takes me a while. They're not sticking too bad, which is nice. So first pack was just David Robinson. Okay, YouTube, I just finished up opening the 1993 Topps Stadium Club Series 1. The big hunt is the Michael Jordan Beam Team. You also get first day issues, and you get about one of those per box, and then you also get a super team. These are the commons or damaged cards. Rookies, which I didn't think you would run into. Your superstars, Hall of Famers. And then I'll go through some of the stuff that you run into in this set. Some of the errors that you'll find is these kind of like, I don't know what it's from the pack. So it's like a foil or something from the pack leaves that. You just have to have it in the light just right. I'm using another camera with the light to show. If you use a cloth, it doesn't come off. So a lot of people would think, oh, it's game over. But with these slicker 90s cards, what I've found is if you add a little water to these, and then you rub with the water, and then you just come by with a second one, it'll get a lot of these. Especially with like cards that you get in the mail, maybe it's had fingerprints on them for possibly years. A lot of times the fingerprints won't just come off with a wipe, and you actually have to use a little bit of water. So I did, all the Scottie Pippens had that, whatever that is, it's like a foil residue from the packs, just I guess the pressure on them. And most of the top cards had this, but the Pippen always came on the top. But those are fixable. Let's see if I can show it on the Derek Coleman. Yeah, see it right there? If you send that into PSA, it's going to be like a 2 to 4 point reduction. They're really hard on surface issues. Another thing that you run into, this is a bummer, because this is the only Isaiah I pulled out of the whole entire thing, is in the upper right there, it's where the cards stick together, and that peeled right off, and then it's hard to see next to his face there. Let's see if I can do it with the camera. Yeah. Like on older cards, they would call that flaking, but just on these newer ones, what happens is most of the time it's from the cards facing each other like that, and then you peel them. But even with this set on the back, if they're like this, they'll still peel, but it's much worse like this. That's probably why we're not going to see a bunch of mint stuff that comes out of the 90s from Open It Pack Fresh. That's more obvious right there. And that's what you'll see. And it just messes the whole thing. So the rookies, I think any of the major ones, so maybe those are like Series 2, which would be Hardaway and Weber. There's like the new wave cards, which are also rookie cards in Series 2. So nothing there. I'll show you the Hall of Famers that I got. Jordan. This one's pretty good. There was a little stuff around his face, but the corners and everything are pretty good. And these top stadium clubs, I've opened a decent amount, like 3 or 4 boxes, but then I've collected a decent amount of these. And how the centering goes is with this square. So you can see it's a lot fatter there compared to this edge over here. So this is pretty off center. But I've seen them not be too tough. But right out the gate with no other issues, I wouldn't expect better than a 9. And wouldn't be shocked if it came back an 8. And the other one that I got was not quite as bad, but still pretty bad. So 3 Jordans. Then the inserts. The Akeem. You can see centering issues again here. So I don't know if this is worth grading or not. It is packed fresh. First day issue. You can see it. So this is their day 1 of their printing run. So these are decently rare because you only get 1 per box, and then it's the whole entire set has it. So the odds that you pull your player is like 1 in 200 boxes. So pick these up, definitely. They're much more rare than people assume. You can see I didn't anyone good here. And then these are the super teams. It's a redemption card. So if your team made it into the finals, you could send the card in and they would send you a set. I've seen some of the sets, and I've actually bought some of the Knicks sets to get some of the cool, there's some cool Patrick Ewing and brain farting, and John Starks cards in there. So I typically sort everything by alphabetical from the first letter of the name. So Akeem, I got 2 of those. So this is John Starks. There's Jordan, and I think this is called like the Dunk. There's a name to it. This is in the finals. Starks is definitely smaller than those guys. And it's just a cool card from the 90s and from a finals moment. Karl Malone, not very collectible, but they're there. Larry Johnson, Patrick Ewing, Robert Parrish, Sean Kemp, Scottie Pippen. They all had that print line in them. It's not a print line, it's something from the packs. Pippen. Get into the Shaqs. So these are year 2 cards. To me, this picture just looks much cooler, but it's pretty off center there. So I don't know that it's worth. Vladi, I wouldn't always keep this, but it's just a cool photo. And he might be Hall of Fame, I'm not sure. So I did get a little bit out of order. Here's the beginning. Alonzo, 93. And this is pretty well centered. Cool picture. Year 2 card. Probably produced in the lower numbers than some of his rookies. If you're a big Alonzo, don't hold me on how many were produced. Chuck, Charles, Clyde the Glide, David Robinson. Probably got the most David Robinson than anything. K. Mutombo. Some of his cards were damaged. Dominique. I always like his stuff in the Hawks. It's a bummer to see it in the Celtics. And Larry Johnson. So that was everything, guys. Overall, definitely, I don't know that you can make your money back on this box unless you hit the right insert. But that's the case on a lot of boxes. But it was fun for me. I've never opened Series 1. I've opened Series 2. I believe I have Series 2 on my channel, so feel free to check that out. If you could at least give it a like, the video, that'd be great. Feel free to comment on anything that you want to comment on. If there's anything you really want to see me open, let me know. I typically don't pay too much for stuff. I bought this a while back, so it was like $60. They've really jumped in price. That's all I got. Feel free to hit the subscribe button, and hope everyone is doing well. Later.